Mother Lover Carny intermission. So I'm recording this audio after the fact. For this series I've been doing live commentary, but because of some technical issues, my live commentary hadn't been saved, and so I'm doing this commentating now. It's been several months, and I'll go into detail why once we get back into the gameplay. But first, let's enjoy the opening cutscene for this level, this mission, Carny.
You boys comfortable?
Like a sardine in a motherfucking tin can.
Was that a thanks for saving my worthless pig hide I just heard, Lieutenant Limp Dick?
We're both very appreciative of you coming to our rescue, Miss.
Varla guns. No wisecracks, okay?
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
What did I just say?
Guns? Varla fucking guns? What kind of name is that?
The name I was born with, dipshit. You see, my birth was celebrated, whereas on your arrival, yeah, I'm sure, I bet they tried to push you back in, whoever the fuck you are.
His name is Washington. Isaac Washington.
Named after my daddy. And that shit's biblical. So I'd advise showing a little bit more motherfucking respect.
Cute. And what do I call your wife back here?
I'm Agent G.
And Isaac Jr. had issue with my name? You gonna tell me what that G stands for?
Afraid not.
Well, can you ladies at least tell me what brought you to the plantation tonight?
I'm afraid that's top secret.
It's personal.
Personal? More fucking personal than losing your only brother in the world?
Eyes on the road, Paula.
Let's just go around it.
Looks like something was eating him alive. More mutants?
No shit, Sherlock.
If you're both finished admiring each other's dicks, can I remind you we have a fucking mass-murdering psychopath son of a bitch to catch?
You wait there, woman. Agent Gwendolyn and me are gonna check this shit out.
Fuck you!
Motherfuck! What does a brother have to do to pacify a bitch? I'm telling you, G, I've tried my best with her. God be my witness. I have shown respect, charm, under fucking standing. But that is the last fucking straw.
Ladies and gentlemen, the infinite tact of Isaac Washington. You do. Truly, you do. Use your tongue better than a $30 hooker. And man,
How would G know about that?
bottom of my heart, you are a shining example to all of us. Mankind, I mean.
Don't make me hit you again.
Carny, 1,000 tiny fingers clawed.
And I don't know what happened to the audio there. Alright, so Varla Gans is hot. She is hot. I like the character. I think her name is inspired by Varla, one of the main characters in Faster Pussycat Kill Kill, directed by Russ Meyer, who is the master of grindhouse exploitation movies, sexploitation movies, as they might be called. I'm sure his filmography has been the visual inspiration and also like the thematic inspiration for this game. So I'm playing with the Shakespeare DLC. I'm playing the Steam version on Windows 11, but in this session I'm playing it via the Parallels application. So I'm running Mac OS and a virtual copy of Windows 11 at the same time. So I'm playing the game in the virtual Windows 11, and I'm recording it in OBS on Mac OS. And I guess because of some audio issue. I'm pretty sure I had my mic enabled, but I guess it didn't record my live commentary, so that's what I'm doing now. The reason why it's been several months is because for the prior episodes, sessions, I was playing on an actual installation of Windows 11. Still on my Mac OS computer, but I installed Windows 11 using Boot Camp. And I don't know if any of you have external GPUs connected to a Windows computer, but you might know about the infamous code 12 error that so many people experience, and there doesn't seem to be any consistent and easy fix to that. I guess it was like a Windows 10 update that prevented my eGPU from working consistently, so I have to do it this way. And I did try it before. I've had Parallels for about 1.5 years now, and Parallels doesn't let you use an eGPU if you have it connected, but on the Windows side you can set the option to make Mac OS prefer use an eGPU while running Parallels, and then you also have to do the same thing to the Windows 11 package or whatever. I tried it previously, but it wouldn't work. Like, it was just a resource hog, and the playback would be super choppy. But I guess either an update to Parallels or an update to OBS or maybe Mac OS, some combination makes it work well. So that's, yeah. I'll leave a link in the description to the official Parallels instructions about how to make Mac OS prefer to use external eGPU. So I've got an AMD Radeon 6900 XT inside of a Sonnet enclosure. It's still pretty good. I'm not really a graphics card tech head, so I'm assuming that's still decent, still pretty good. I think down the road I might get like a gaming laptop, or maybe a PS5. Okay, so that's enough tech talk. Back to the game. Lord Hastings, When Sorrows Come. So obviously it's a typing game, but this version that I've bought, I guess it includes the original on-rail shooting game. So I could hook up a controller and play it if I wanted to.
There ain't nothing good.
I've been watching videos of the Resident Evil on-rail shooters, the Umbrella Chronicles and Dark Side Chronicles. I can understand why on-rail shooters aren't really a popular genre, but I wouldn't mind a sequel to this game.
Hammer time!
The Wikipedia entry for this game says it takes place in 1991, so it's a prequel to the other House of Dead games. Okay, video's a bit choppy here.
Extreme violence.
Maybe something like a VR re-release that could reinvigorate interest in this series, in this genre. Maybe not PSVR 2, because Sony's announced they've stopped production on those units because they have so many unsold units. I wouldn't say that I'm a proponent of VR. I definitely see the potential. I do have enough experience with it in terms of gaming that I can see the benefit of it and why some people like it, but I can see why it's always going to be a relative niche mode of gaming. soundtrack for this game is bumping. It's nice. I don't think it's available for purchase. I would actually buy it instead of just listening to ripped copies.
This isn't proper procedure.
Procedure can kiss my ass.
Get the fuck away from me!
I'm not a Shakespeare scholar, so I don't recognize which of his plays and works all these references come from.
I hate motherfucking mutants.
What's with the sound? The original version of this game, the original release, had been on the Wii. And then it was released for the PlayStation 3 as a Move game. I suppose in theory you can play it today on a PS5 or PS4 using PlayStation Now streaming service. I'll look it up. And of course it's been made available for the PC, Windows specifically.
Aim for the chest.
So I accidentally pressed caps lock there.
Touchdown!
Only have 2 health points left. Super rusty. If you're playing this game, you don't actually need to type the spaces. You can just type the words. Try to type the spaces just to keep that habit. You also press the backspace button or delete. Backspace key or delete key to cancel or escape the current line.
Move fast.
The mutant compound must have raised their metabolic rate.
Boy, I don't understand half the shit that comes out of your mouth.
Likewise.
I just realized that the game
You're dead.
mutes the audio or ducks the audio when the characters say things. Oh man, that's pathetic. This guy takes up 2 health points with each bite.
You are
I lost a whole life to one of those guys. I can't even tell if I actually beat him or if the game just took pity on me because I restarted. I know for most enemies, if it kills you and then you continue, the game automatically kills that enemy that killed you. I found out that this version of the game has 2 extra levels, and Candy Striper is like a new character to this extended or re-released version of House of the Dead Overkill. $10,000 harms. Let me just see where that's from.
Lock and load, motherfucker.
Antony and Cleopatra? No, that's from Caesar. Oh no, it's a different play altogether. What? Where is that from?
Thank you.
Please don't shoot me.
Trebonius is from Caesar. Marcus Brutus is from Caesar. Giddy pace times. Twelfth Night? I've never heard of it.
If there's one thing I hate more than mutants, it's mutant carnies.
I feel this type of game would do well in VR. Might even be playable on the Quest. I don't know. Maybe the Quest 3, if you just use the Quest 3 as like a headset or like a display, I mean. I don't see why not. This seems to be the direction of VR devices like the Quest 3 and the Apple Pro. I haven't tried either, but it seems like people use them as everyday devices and not just for gaming. I'm sure that's the intent. Like, they want people to be able to use everyday applications like for work or leisure. So in theory, why not play a non-VR game using your VR headset as a display? Thou dost beguile me. It's from Richard II. Star-crossed lovers, that must be from Romeo and Juliet. I'm pretty sure. Let me look that up. Yes. Romeo and Juliet. H cannot wither her. Antony and Cleopatra as well. Okay, that makes sense. Lancelot.
Oh, you shitting me?
Full of Irish Shakespeare. Richard II as well.
This place is pretty spooky.
What the? Are you holding my hand?
Yes?
I ain't your mama. Get the fuck off of me.
Now that I think about it, the House of the Dead series predates... Actually, I don't know. Does it predate Resident Evil? Okay, the same year as Resident Evil, so... Definitely predates the zombie surge, the mid 2000s. And straight M nothing. Where is that from? I don't know if this game has improved my typing.
Shit, man, that ain't right.
I still type around like 70 words per minute, around 95% accuracy, which is good. But I've never been able to like up my typing to like 100 words per minute. There aren't really a lot of commercial products for super advanced typing. It's mostly more introductory, which is understandable. So, and straight M nothing comes from Richard II as well.
Are dead.
That's my second death, I think. No, third, because I died because of that Titan-looking guy. Titan-looking guy from the Arkham series. Speaking of Arkham and Batman, the next Batman live-action movie is delayed to 2026. The most recent one is okay. Gosh, I wish there was another Arkham game. Rocksteady seems to be, I don't know. On the way out. So many game studios laying people off. Suicide Squad. Not quite a blockbuster. I wouldn't call it a complete flop. I haven't played it. I don't really care to. I don't want to kill the Justice League. I'm gonna make a bold statement, say that people want to play as characters whom they like. This game is enjoyable because I like the characters. I like the dynamic between G and Washington. And I like Varla.
Motherfucker!
Yeah, it looks like one of those two
Nigel!
Sickle and Hammer in, I think it's Arkham City.
All of them. If
The Russian twins, each with one arm. Circus freaks, Nigel and Sebastian.
shoot that freaky little motherfucker.
Over and okay, so in the game settings, I have boss text override. So for the boss fights, it doesn't use Shakespearean text.
Back up. Back up.
It could if I wanted it to, but I think maybe for consistency, I'll just keep it the way it is. Picked up a corpse and threw it at me? I didn't realize that.
Now that can't be hygienic.
You're worried about hygiene at a time like this?
the boss takes damage when he lunges at you and misses. Not a zombie. I didn't even notice the boss attack bar while playing it because I'm too focused looking up at the text to type.
He's getting too close.
Abrasive iguana, that's like a Metal Gear Solid code name. This game has like a combo system, but it's so difficult to maintain it. You have to like not miss anything, so you can't make any errors. And there's tiers to the combo system. Yeah, he took a bit of damage there when he landed. Never say never. Never say never again. That's the title of one of the unofficial Bond movies, and it seems like the next Bond is about to be cast. I think Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Getting too close.
I know him best for the Kick-Ass movies. I've only seen the first one. He's about the right age. And there's the Project 007 in development by IO Interactive, the studio that's best known for the Hitman games. Maybe there'll be like a Bond on-rail shooter, kind of like the Umbrella Chronicles or the Dark Side Chronicles for the RE games. It's like kind of a just summary of like various Bond movies. Or a concise summary. That's the final blow, him lunging and missing me. I think it loads longer though.
Motherfucker! That bastard had to be the sickest mutant yet!
It's still alive.
So now we're stuck out here in the ass end of nowhere with no ride and motherfucking Papa Caesar on a train to fuck knows where by now. And where the fuck have you gone? Don't make me go calling your stupid ass name. No fucking way.
Captain Cream Pie.
You know, Washington, a man driving a car with his own choice of music is one of the finest experiences he can have in an automobile.
You call this an automobile?
Music, man, motor, isolated from the outside world. Music making you nod your head with every beat while the outside's just passing you by. You know where I'm coming from?
If I did, that's not the type of shit I share.
How do you mean?
A brother cannot be asked to relay his personal
Look at the diagram on the back, the rear window.
These things take time. Here I am teamed up with a partner I don't even fucking need, forced to sit in the
It's quite risque. Really enjoying that ice cream.
since I was a kid, while he goes all soft talking about his feelings for his motherfucking tunes. Shit, just play your fucking music. What the fuck?
I was listening to that.
You fucking think because you scored us this fucking popsicle ride, you can play that shit?
Hey, that there is country western's finest.
You are one fucked up fuck. You know that? That's offensive shit you're playing me.
You ever thought of therapy?
What the fuck for?
All you do is get pissed off at and with just about anything and anyone. I'm attempting conversation here with you.
Conver-fucking-sation?
Yes, conver-motherfucking-sation. But you know what? I'm gonna shut up. You play your music, you play it your way, and I will just drive.
Can I drive?
No.
Can I have a lollipop?
Yes.
What the fuck? What the fuck? It got into you. Oh.
All right, and that is that level. 4 deaths. 2 out of 5 civilians rescued. I didn't get a letter grade. I think if you do so poorly, they don't even bother giving you a letter grade.